Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today we're talking hype. Things that I've hyped, things that I have loved, that you guys have also loved. Because a while ago on Instagram stories, I asked if there were things that I had recommended or talked about in videos on my Instagram that I had enjoyed, that you guys had then gone on and used, bought, tried, etc. And I got quite a lot of, I love things like that for like data. So I did like quite a lot of, I mean, there was loads of things that people had used, and I've taken the top 11, so it was supposed to be 10, but the last 2 got the same amount of votes, and I just thought I'd talk them through with you today, because not only are they things that I've loved and enjoyed, they're obviously things that you guys have thought that I've loved and enjoyed them enough that you've gone on and tried them. So I love an opportunity to sort of share things that I've loved anyway, and I thought it would be good to sort of show the backstory behind how I found out about these things, and a little bit of background about them. So we will start with number 11, which is ASMR Rooms. So ASMR Rooms is a YouTube channel that I discovered through Alice from the Book Castle. So she's got an amazing YouTube channel as well, check her out too. And what it is it's predominantly Harry Potter themed, but there's also sort of other bits in there, Lord of the Rings, Sherlock, some Studio Ghibli stuff. And what it is it's a scene from within, so I'll talk about the Harry Potter ones, but a scene from within the Harry Potter world that she's invented. And then it has sort of like ASMR sounds and things. So it might be the 3 broomsticks, and it's a pub scene with and then you might hear sort of like a crackling fire. There's a crackling fire, or someone walking past, or wind blowing, or someone pouring a bottle of beer out and stuff like that. They last for an hour. They have been an absolute cozy reading night must. Every time I do a cozy reading night, I end up watching one of those. There's a whole host of them. There's like morning ones, so Waking Up at Shell Cottage is one of my favourites. And over Christmas, they had the most amazing Christmassy ones, like Christmas at Grimmauld Place, Christmas at the Burrow, Christmas at Hogwarts. And yeah, I just think they're really, really lovely background things to have on. And I haven't just used the Harry Potter ones. I've also used a Sherlock one. I've also used, I think it was just like a sort of plain cabin one. But the Harry Potter ones are the ones that I use mainly. And they're just amazing and so cozy and just so nice, such nice background noise. So I will link that channel down below, and that is like, I'm so pleased that so many people have used that because of me, because I found it out from another booktuber, and I think the whole of sort of like booktubers definitely been using them. But yeah, if you haven't checked those out, then please do, because they're absolutely amazing. Number 10 is Depop. Now Depop is an app that I started using last year for the first time, and it's a place where you can buy and sell secondhand clothes. So last year I had a bit of a sort of realization of my relationship with fast fashion and how I wanted to do something about it. I wasn't happy with how many clothes I was buying, how often I was wearing those clothes, and I was a bit worried about my just my habits around shopping for clothes, etc. I just wasn't happy with them. So I had a look on Depop, and I really fell in love with it, and have ended up buying quite a lot of my clothes. I'm wearing this very t-shirt here that I bought from Depop last year, which is a Joanie t-shirt. Joanie Clothing might be featuring later. And quite often now I buy the majority of my clothes from Depop. I really like the way I don't know how I came across it, but I really like the way that I am able to search for clothes. So I've got an app on my phone. I can show you guys. So what I mainly do is I go into the search and I search for my size, which is 16, and then I would search for the brand of things that I would like to buy. So normally Joanie, but if I'm searching for like more, if I wanted a colour item, so if I wanted a pink pair of trousers, I'd go 16 pink trousers and see what comes up. So this is what is brought up for me, and I mean, I check this quite often. So these are all the items that are for sale, that are from Joanie, which is a clothes company I really enjoy buying clothes from, and that's all them there. And I've really got my eye on this pink dungaree dress, which is actually £12.60, which is fantastic. So yeah, I've been using that a lot. I've also been using it to sell clothes. Last weekend I put on 6 items, and my plan was to put some more on this weekend, and I haven't done it yet, but there is still time. I could be going to put things on there, and it's just a really nice way to sort of sell clothes and buy clothes and not be contributing to fast fashion, because I'm still getting to wear the fashion that I want to wear, but it's been pre-owned or pre-loved by someone. So I'm really pleased that people have been using that, yeah, it's something that I will definitely continue to use, because I just find it so easy. And in terms of sort of selling things and buying things, it's literally as because my PayPal's connected up to it, it's as easy as one click, and then it's posted to you. And I like, when I get things posted, they're normally in like recycled envelopes and things like that. So very much enjoyed using that, and will continue my slow fashion journey whilst using that. Next up, we're talking tights, and this is a recommendation that comes from my cousin Laura, who gives me a lot of recommendations. She's absolutely fantastic for recommendations. So Snag Tights are a company that sell tights. But not only do they sell tights, they sell sort of chub rub shorts, and they sell some of the funnest colours of tights that I have ever worn in my life, and they fit me. So I don't know if you know, but when if you buy shop bought tights, 9 times out of 10, when they say they're extra large, it just means that the length is extra long. Snag tights go by your waist size and by your dress size. So these are the first time I've actually had tights that I'm not sort of hoiking up, or my crutch is down low, or they're really, really tight around my legs. These actually fit me, and they're made from a really nice stretchy material, which doesn't mean I'm having to pull them up all the time. They do a whole host of super duper fun colours and patterns. I couldn't get them all out because I've just got so many. I've got gold glittery ones, I've got bright pink ones, I've got white ones. I love wearing my white tights because I feel like Alice in Wonderland when I've got my white tights on. And yeah, really, really great. Now I know it's summer now and it's not tight buy in season, but most recently Snag had a few, oh, I can take these off now because it's a bit warm. Snag come into a bit of sort of business difficulties, what with the coronavirus situation, and they asked the people who shopped at Snag to save our Snag, and you were asked to buy your vouchers now so that you could cash them in when you needed tights in November, and they were doing 2 for 1, so I bought 4, I think I bought 4 vouchers of to get tights. So that means when it comes to November I can get 8 pairs of tights. And we saved the business. Everyone who bought a voucher was able to save the business, and it was so, so exciting. I recommend them wholeheartedly. They're a little small independent company. Their tights are amazing, and yes, they are brilliant. Please, 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 if you're buying tights, please consider getting them from there, because I've never had tights that fit me so well, and they last really well, and they don't ladder, and just perfect tights. Next up is a board game. It's one of my fave board games. It's Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. Now I first found out about this board game when David and I and my best friend Emma went to a board game cafe. We got a board game cafe quite near to us, which we used to like to frequent, but not at the moment because you're not allowed out the house. We played the first game of this. So this is a board game, a cooperative board game whereby you play a character from the Harry Potter universe. It's a weird mix actually, because you either play Harry, Ron and Hermione or Neville. Why can't I be Luna? In the game, there's 7 different games because there's a game per book, and you build upon them. So you have to, in the first game, you have to defeat the villains of sort of Malfoy, Crabbe and Goyle, Quirrell. Next time you get villains that are added from the 2nd book onto it, and until you get to the 7th book where you're trying to defeat all these villains, plus Horcruxes, plus a super duper powerful Voldemort. It's really great. It takes up so many hours of your life. And the first time David and I played this after we bought it, we actually watched the films along with it. So we played the board game and watched the films, and we just had such a fun time doing it. It's really, really immersive. You get really involved with it, and you almost don't even know that this much time has gone because you've just been having such a good time playing it. I've recently found out that there's 2 expansion packs for this. So there's one out at the moment. I think they're only out in America because I've had a really hard time trying to hunt them down. I see that Waterstones have 5 in stock, but they're currently unavailable to buy, so I'm keeping an eye on them. I assume what's happened is that they're in a store somewhere, and because the Waterstone stores aren't open, they aren't able to get into them. But I've been really trying to find it online. But you can buy expansion packs for this. You can buy the Monster Book of Monsters expansion pack, and you can buy the what hasn't come out yet, it's actually out soon, the Potions expansion pack. It's a really great game. It's quite on the pricey side. I think we got this for Christmas from David's parents, and I think it was about £35 now, and when I've been looking, it's about 40. But I must say, like, the amount of price per play, like, we've played this all the way through and only completed it once, but played it all the way through and ended up playing game 5 about 3 or 4 times, game 6 2 times, because it takes a while to be able to complete it. And the price per play is just, it's definitely, we've managed to get it down. And if you love a cooperative game and you love Harry Potter, then I really think this is for you. And yeah, like I said, you just get so immersed in it. It's a real good way to spend some time if it's a wet weekend, or if you're in, like we are a lot at the moment. This is really good sort of hours buster. Hours go by and you don't even know because you've been so immersed in this game. So very, very, very much enjoyed that, and I'm so pleased that some people have bought that off the back of it. My friend Ryan recently bought it because I've been going on about it so much, so I'm very, very pleased that people have been enjoying that. The next thing is tea, and in particular a brand of tea called Bird and Blend tea. Now I've got a few of their tea bags here because I just went into my cupboard to have a look at how much Bird and Blend tea I've got. Haven't even got that much, so in a minute I'm going to go on the website and get some more. So Bird and Blend tea are a independent tea company. I know of them because they have a store in Tunbridge Wells, which is a place in the county that I live that David and I have been to a few times. It's a really nice place, sort of Royal Tunbridge Wells, nice, like, it's just a nice town to visit. And within there they have a store called Bird and Blend. They do amazing teas, and the past 2 Christmases they have been kind enough to send me an advent calendar that they do. So, and last Christmas I was able to sort of curate my own advent calendar, which was really lovely because I don't drink tea with caffeine in. It's been really nice to sort of pick an advent calendar last year with a different tea bag in every day that was caffeine free, which was absolutely lovely. So they do really fun things. So if I just read out a few of these. So this is Snowball. This is one of their Christmas teas. The chocolatey coconutty goodness of a gooey snowball is one of your best sweet treats of Christmas if you ask us. And this has got Sri Lankan black tea, cocoa shells, desiccated coconut, cocoa nibs and red cornflowers. I'm currently drinking Mohi tea, which is a super refreshing blend of green tea, peppermint and lime to be enjoyed in the sunshine. So I'm just saying I don't drink caffeine. I've got a green tea here. Hopefully I'll be able to last. And then another one I've got here is Nearly Nirvana, which is luxury white silver needle tea with spiritual spearmint and heavenly jasmine to help you reach nirvana. So yeah, they do really great teas, and a lot of my favourite teas of theirs are sort of sleepy teas. There's a tea by them called Dozy Girl, which has got chamomile, lavender, rose. Oh, it just sends me off into the most beautiful tea. Most beautiful tea sleep, I would say. I would highly recommend, really enjoy them. Think they're really great company. Next up is another board game, and it's Mapominoes. I can't really remember how I found out about this. I think I bought it for my friend Alex one year for Christmas. He loves maps and flags and things like that, and he also loves board games, and I saw this and was like, oh, I must buy that for him and see how it is. And I think we played it over Christmas with him, and I loved it so much I went and bought myself the Europe one, the one that I bought him. And also I bought United Kingdom. Now there's a whole host of them. They've got Asia and Australasia, America, Africa, and I've played all of them because gradually as time's gone on we sort of bought them for each other. Someone I work with has ended up buying quite a lot of these, yeah, they're really great games to play. It's like dominoes matching but with maps, and you really get to sort of expand your knowledge on where countries are and who they border, and each card, particularly I'll show you some of the Europe ones, have little facts about it. So for example, Latvia, it says here that the area is 65,000 kilometers squared, population's 2 million, and the capital is Riga. So yeah, you have to match them up, and it's just really great and really competitive. I love playing this. David is less keen, so I'd get to play this less with him, but this is quite reasonably priced as well. In the past sort of few weeks, I've actually bought this as a present for 2 people. It's a present for a work colleague for her birthday, and I bought it as a present for a work colleague who was leaving. So it's just a really fun game to play, and I feel like it's fun for all the ages, and you can get a lot from it. And yeah, it's just, you can sort of play it anywhere. As long as you've got a flat space, you can play it anywhere. So yeah, I really love Mapominoes. It's a really great game. I really enjoy it. Next up is something I have already mentioned, and that is Joanie Clothing. I'm wearing a t-shirt from Joanie Clothing today. Here we have, let's have a look. Everyday Brunch Club. This was bought second hand, but I do still buy their clothes online new, just because they're made so well. They're an independent clothes company which is based online. They do a lot of sort of like slogan t-shirts, feminist slogan t-shirts. They do really nice fitting dresses with lovely necklines that just, all of their clothes just seem to fit me so beautifully, which is not something I can say for other companies where I've bought clothes. I seem to do, every single thing I've bought from Joanie just fits me lovely, and I feel lovely in it. My weight sort of fluctuates a little bit, particularly at the moment. I got diagnosed with diabetes, type 2 diabetes at the beginning of the year, and I've been trying to sort of keep active and reverse that. Because my weight's been fluctuating, but their clothes seem to have a little bit of give in them, so I can wear something when I'm on a heavier day, and I can wear something when I'm on a not so heavy day, and it all seems to fit me, whether or not I sort of tighten it up with a belt or something like that. All their clothes are so well made. Their t-shirts, bear in mind this was bought second hand, it's just come up, it just washes up so nicely, and they remain sort of not see-through and not bobbly, and I just love them. I love their slogan t-shirts, I love the patterns they have. I've actually just bought 2 new items from them. I bought a stripy dress, with that beautiful sort of like pyjama neckline almost. I bought a t-shirt with the solar system on, and I just love their clothes. They're just so well made, and from an independent company, and I've never been disappointed by anything they wear. And also everything's just slightly different. It just all feels really fun, and I love wearing their clothes. So yeah, I'm so pleased people have been buying clothes from Joanie Clothing, because I love them. Next up is Function of Beauty. It's a shampoo and conditioner, the very shampoo and conditioner I've washed my hair with this morning. This is an American company who make shampoos and conditioner tailored to your very hair. When you go onto the website, you actually get to pick the things that you want your shampoo and conditioner to do. You might want shine, you might want volume, you might want frizz control, you might want heat protection. All of those things are there. It gets you to pick whether you've got dyed hair, bleached hair, long, short or medium hair. I just find them really great. I just feel like my hair washes up really lovely, and also it really lasts a long time. I bought these at the beginning of the year, and this is how much I've used. Because they've got these pumps on as well, I tend to use, well, also I never did this before, but now I double shampoo my hair, and it's just made such a difference. So I do 3 pumps of shampoo, wash it, and then do a further 2 pumps of shampoo and wash it again, and it just lathes up lovely, and my hair's never felt cleaner. And yeah, I just love it. You also get to, it says function of, you might not be able to see, but on it says function of Lauren. It's got my name on it, which is very cute. And also you get sent like stickers and things like that. So that's very, very exciting. I've very much enjoyed it. My hair has sort of never been in better condition, I would say. She says, look at those roots. But yeah, really, really enjoy it. Now, I do have an affiliate link for those guys if you would like to use it. Don't feel any pressure to, but I'll put it down below. I think you get a $5 off. I think you get a $5 off, and I think I get $5. So yeah, if you want to use that, please do use that down below. Actually, the next one I've also got an affiliate link for, so we're getting rid of all the affiliate link things now. And the next one is Splosh, which is a UK-based company, which have sort of revolutionised my my buying and use of household sort of laundry items, shower gel, hand wash, things like that. You get sent, all of these are empty because I'm about to fill them up, but you get sent these bottles full of product. So this, for instance, is a laundry detergent, non bio. This has got a little bit in it. This is a hand soap, and this is a shower gel bottle. And you get sent those full up. And then when you've run out of them, instead of chucking these bottles away and buying yourself a new shampoo bottle, a new shower gel bottle, which you don't really need to do, you can send off for these to arrive in the post, which are the refills. So they come like this. This is actually a bathroom cleaner, which has got 4 bottles worth of bathroom cleaner in there, and you fill up to the line with hot water. And then you fill up the rest of the bottle with the concentrate, give it a shake, and then that's that. So, and these you then send back to the company, and they recycle. They make them into little chips, and then I think they're making them into like things to ice scrapers and stuff like that. I think that's what they're making them into. So yeah, completely. Is that what closed net recycling? Because yeah, they're actually being recycled and made into stuff. Is that what that is? But yeah, I've really been impressed with all of their products. Particularly, some of my particular favourites are this here hand wash, which is mint and green tea. It's my favourite smelling hand wash ever. It's just so lovely and fresh. Also, and I know this is an empty bottle, but the rosemary and lavender shower gel is just the most beautiful shower gel ever. It smells like a spa. I feel like I'm in a spa when I've done it. And also the rosemary and chamomile laundry detergent and fabric conditioner. It just stays on your clothes for so long. I've been so impressed with all of their items. And also, things arriving in the post mean that I feel like a grown up, because I don't really run out of stuff now, because in my house I have 4 bottles worth of shower gel with a concentrate, and they just last a long time. So yeah, I also have a affiliate link for that. So I think if it's, you get 15% off, and I get £3. So I'll link that down below. I think they're only UK based at the moment, guys, because I know a lot of people have been disappointed in the fact that they're UK based, but they're I really would recommend. Right, we're on to the last 2, and I absolutely know that you guys will know what the last 2 are, because they're things that I rave about all the time. The first one is, and I wasn't going to include any books in this, but this is a cookbook, so it's slightly different. It's the green roasting tin. I have had since last year, when I discovered this book. I think it came out in like October last year. Honestly, I reckon I've had sort of over 300 people contact me to say that they've bought this book. This is The Green Roasting Tin by Rukmini Iyer. She's got a whole host of books out. She has the the roasting tin, quick roasting tin, and more recently roasting tin around the world, which I've made some stuff out of. But this is my favourite because I'm a vegetarian. It is such a treat to be able to pick up a cookbook and it literally just be filled with things that you can eat. Because a lot of cookbooks a lot of my favourite cookbooks have meat in, and I don't eat meat anymore. This is I've turned over the page of every single item in here that I've made, and you will find that it is the majority of stuff because it's just so good. There is literally no bad recipes in here that I've made anyway. I haven't made anything, and I've given a little mark out of 10 for all of them. This one, caponata style aubergines with olives, capers and tomatoes, that got 7 out of 10. And the whole idea of it is that you chop things up and then you put them in a roasting tin and then you cook them. There's the only skill, and I mean you don't even really need to include it in skill, is just chopping and putting things in. Now the flavour combinations in this are amazing. Things that I've never even thought of putting together are absolutely delicious. A dinner of slow roasted peppers, aubergines, tomatoes with a basil and almond dressing, like, that is amazing. Now this was a really good help for sort of getting David to eat the same things that I were. When I first become vegetarian, David, I used to sort of make a meal and then do David like a meat version of that. So I'd do like a spaghetti bolognese, but he'd get the meat one and I'd get that. Since this book, he just eats vegetarian at home now. He still eats meat when he goes out. I'm not even going out at the moment, but like he would just eat everything in here. And we're both just so impressed with this cookbook. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's no bad recipes in here. I mean, what more can I say? It's just, I just think it's an absolutely fantastic book. And I think Rukimi Aya is a bloody wizard. Like even something that looks like, that just looks like substandard, doesn't it? Aubergine with tomatoes, harissa and almonds. I made that one day when my sister came round for lunch. We were literally licking the pan. And also I've got so many memories from making these things. I could turn to anything and be like, oh yeah, I remember making that before. So the most indulgent quick cook quiche, broccoli, gorgonzola, chilli and walnut. My friend Jenny really loves quiche. And she came over one night and I remember we watched the thing that had Zac Efron in about, it was called like Extremely Cruel and Incredibly something. I made this and we had it with roast potatoes and I remember sitting on the sofa a bit. I've just got so many food memories associated with it. If you are going to buy any vegetarian cookbook, or even like if you're not a vegetarian, this is going to do the job for you. I absolutely promise you. It's amazing. It's the best cookbook I've ever got my hands on ever. I think it's amazing. I hope there's more to come. I hope there's more vegetarian cookbooks to come, because another thing I like about her books is, although her other books do have meat in, there's a really good sort of vegetarian representation in those books as well. It's not just like the token vegetarian recipe in a whole chapter. That she has a good spread of vegetarian recipes in her other books. But yeah, this is the number one. This is the number one. And then the last thing, the thing that got the most votes of things that you have tried as I've recommended them, is Couch to 5K. Now, Couch to 5K is a program, it's an app that I have on my phone that's run by the NHS in order to get people from no running at all, literally no running at all, to running for 30 minutes or for running for 5K. Now I can say that this works because I am about to complete my last run of the whole program. It's a 9-week program with 3 runs every week, which I haven't been able to do. Sometimes I've done a week and I've done 2 runs, then moved on to the next. Sometimes I'm doing 1 run a week. If I've just worked my way through the program at my own pace. In week 1 you start, well, relatively simple. That was still tough for me. You run for 60 seconds, walk for 90. Run for 60 seconds, walk for 90, and you do that for 8 times. And with the running for 60, I just feel like it's so perfectly timed, because just as I'm getting to the 60 seconds where I'm thinking, I can't go on, I can't go on, I can't go on, you get to walk for 90 seconds, you get your breath back and you're ready for the next one. And it is tough and it's really hard, and I had really hard weeks, particularly like the week where I had to run for 20 minutes just completely out of the blue. I'd been doing running for 5 minutes, walking for 3 minutes, running for 5 minutes, walking for 8, like running for 8 minutes, and then all of a sudden I had to run for 20 minutes. And I never would have believed it was possible to get me running for 30 minutes. But it is possible. I did it yesterday because I'm on week 9 and I've done week 9 run twice, yeah, I'm about to complete it. So I'm going to complete it sometime this week. The only thing is that I'm not a good hot weather person. I'm not a good hot weather person when I'm not even moving, let alone when I'm trying to run for half hour. So I'm really trying to time my run so that I can actually complete it. There are a few times within it where I was just like, this is not going to happen for me today. A really windy day. I go running down the beach where I live local to, and it was so windy. I felt like I was just like running on a treadmill, not getting anywhere. So I was just like, call it a day, let's not do it. But I stuck to it the whole bloody program. I've never stuck to anything my whole life. And one of my one of my sort of resolutions or a goal that I wanted to do this year was to complete the Couch to 5K program. And I mean, touch wood, I've still got one run to do, but I think I'm going to do it, and I've never been more proud of myself. The day that I ran that 20 minutes, I was almost in tears because I'd never pushed my body so much. And I know people who run sort of like marathons and go running regularly, like everyone has to start from somewhere, and I consider myself a really unfit person, and now I can run for 30 minutes, and I imagine I'm probably going to be able to run for more than that eventually because of this program. I wouldn't have got any further without it. So I will link the website that I use down below. I'll show you what the app looks like, because so many people say to me, oh, there's so many of these, which one do you use? So mine is called Couch to 5K, and it looks like this. You get to pick your coach, and I picked Sarah Millican, and she's just so encouraging. She's a comedian from the UK, and she just says really things like, I'm proud of you, and just like really lovely things. She said yesterday on my second to last run, she said, I'm getting all emotional here, and I was thinking, God, I think I am going to be a bit emotional when I complete it, because I never thought I would do it. I never thought that my body could do things like that, and I'd previously just told myself, no, you can't, you won't be able to run like that, you won't be able to run like that. So the goal this year was to complete Couch to 5K. The goal for next year, I think, is going to be to do a 5K, and yeah, I'm just really, really proud of myself. And yeah, if you're looking to move a bit more, then I cannot recommend that enough. And just stick with it. If you miss a week, then go back to the previous week. If you can't complete a run one day, don't beat yourself up over it, because there's plenty more time for you to do it. I loved it. It's just been so lovely, and I've been documenting it, not like stringently, but like whenever I go out for a run, I put a picture up or a video of me being knackered mainly, and just say, oh, I've done it again today, whatever. And so many people have been so encouraging and like, you've been amazing, you've made me buy that, you've made me, it's a free app, by the way, you've made me get this, you've made me start running again. I've been so proud of myself. I'm so pleased with myself. So those are some things that I love and have recommended, and you guys have used. Please, please, please let me know if you've enjoyed any of these things, or any other things that I've ever mentioned. Let's have a real chat about it in the comments, and I'll see you again soon for another Britchy video.